Have you ever wondered why the rhythm of the ocean sounds so much like the rhythm of your own breath? Or why looking at the stars feels like remembering a home you've never visited? It is because the story of the Earth is not just history, it is your history. Every atom in your body was once a star, drifting through the dark void, waiting for this very moment. Tonight, we're going to untangle the chaos of time. We will float through 4 billion years of miracles to understand how the universe conspired to create this quiet, peaceful moment where you lay your head to rest. Close your eyes, let the darkness hold you, and let us remember about life on Earth. Long before there was a sunrise to wake the world, there was only the velvet embrace of the great silence. Imagine a time before time began, where the clock did not tick and the rush of the days did not exist. In this space, there was no urgency. There was only the vast and beautiful dark. It was not a darkness of fear, but a darkness of rest, like the heavy, comfortable blanket you pull over your shoulders on a cold winter night. This is where our story begins, not with a bang, but with a deep and profound stillness that stretched across the infinite reaches of the cosmos. If you were to float there in that ancient era, you would feel completely weightless, suspended in a sea of tranquility, where the only sensation was the gentle hum of potential. The universe was waiting. It was holding its breath, preparing for the miracle that was to come. But for now, it was content to simply be. There was no Earth yet, no blue oceans to reflect the sky, and no green forests to catch the wind. There was only the dust of ancient stars, drifting lazily through the void, like specks of gold floating in a sunbeam. These tiny particles were the seeds of everything we know, the ingredients of the mountains and the rivers and the very air you breathe tonight. They danced in the silence, moving in slow, hypnotic circles, guided by the gentle hands of gravity. It was a ballet of the microscopic, performed on a stage so large that the mind can barely comprehend it. In this deep silence, there was a sense of peace that we have forgotten in our busy modern lives. It was the peace of a house before the residents wake, the quiet of a library after the doors are closed, the stillness of a lake before the first ripple disturbs the surface. This is the canvas upon which the masterpiece of life on Earth would eventually be painted. But the painting had not started yet. The brush was hovering, the colors were being mixed in the dark laboratories of space. Picture yourself floating there, safe and warm, wrapped in the cocoon of the cosmos. You are watching the slow drift of the stardust. There is no sound here. There is no noise from traffic, no buzzing of phones, no voices demanding your attention. There is only the silence. A silence so deep it feels like a soft pressure against your skin, a comforting weight that tells you it is okay to let go. It is okay to stop thinking. It is okay to stop planning. Just as the universe waited, so too can you wait. You can pause here in this moment of pre-creation and find rest. As the eons passed, this dust began to gather. It was not a violent collision, but a gentle meeting, like friends finding each other in a crowd. One particle joined another, and then another, drawn together by the mysterious attraction that binds all things. They clumped together, forming small rocks, then larger stones, then vast islands of matter floating in the dark. But even this process was slow. It took millions of years for these changes to happen. The universe was in no hurry, and neither are we. We are moving at the speed of geology, at the speed of stars. There is a profound comfort in knowing that you are made of this same patient material. The carbon in your cells, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones We're all present in that drifting dust. You were there in the silence, waiting to be born. You were part of the great pause before the symphony of life began. As you lie in your bed tonight, feel the connection to that ancient stillness. Let the quiet of the room around you merge with the quiet of the early universe. The darkness behind your closed eyelids is the same darkness that cradled the infant solar system. It is a place of potential, a place where dreams are made. As the dust clouds grew denser, they began to spin, slowly at first, then with a graceful rhythm, like a dancer twirling in slow motion. This spinning was the heartbeat of a new system. It was the universe rocking itself to sleep, preparing for the birth of our sun. But before the sun ignited, there was a twilight era, a time of shadows and whispers. The gravity grew stronger, pulling the dust into a warm embrace. It compressed the clouds, heating them up from the inside. Imagine a warmth growing deep within your chest, radiating outward to your limbs, just as the heat grew within the heart of the solar nebula. It was a gentle warmth, a cozy heat that promised light but did not yet deliver it. The universe was still sleeping, dreaming of what it would become. In this dream, there were no nightmares, only the steady progression of destiny. Everything was unfolding exactly as it should. There were no mistakes, there was no chaos, only a complex order that looked like chaos from the outside. Every collision of dust, every swirl of gas was calculated by the laws of nature to bring us to this very moment, to bring us to the earth, to bring us to you. Think of how special that is, that out of the infinite cold and the endless dark, the universe conspired to create a warm, safe haven. It took its time. It did not rush. It worked with the patience of a master sculptor, chipping away at the block of marble to reveal the statue inside. And the statue was the earth. But for now, in this chapter of our story, we are still in the raw stone. We are still in the unformed dust. We are drifting. We are floating. We are safe. The silence is a song, if you listen closely enough. It is the sound of your own breath, slow and steady. Inhale the stardust. Exhale the stress of the day. Inhale the ancient peace. Exhale the modern noise. You are returning to the source. You are going back to the beginning, where everything was simple, where everything was one. There were no borders then. There were no divisions. There was only the great cloud of possibility. And in that cloud, you were safe. You are safe now. The bed supports you, just as gravity supported the dust. The blankets cover you, just as the nebula covered the infant sun. You are held. You are protected. You are part of a story that is 13 billion years old. And tonight, you are just taking a small rest in the middle of that story. The canvas of silence is vast, and it wraps around you completely. It is a silence that heals. It quiets the mind and soothes the soul. Allow yourself to sink into it. Allow yourself to become heavy. Let your limbs feel like the ancient rocks drifting in space. Let your mind feel like the expanding gas, clear and open. There is nothing you need to do right now. The universe did not need to do anything to create the earth. It simply allowed it to happen. It allowed gravity to work. It allowed time to pass. You too can just allow. Allow sleep to come. Allow rest to take over. You do not need to force it. You do not need to chase it. Just drift. Drift like the dust. Drift like the silence. The stars are watching over you, even if they haven't been born yet in our story. The potential for light is there,
But the darkness is restorative. The darkness is where the energy is recharged. Before the sun could shine, it had to gather its strength in the dark. Before you can shine tomorrow, you must gather your strength in the dark of tonight. So embrace the canvas of silence. Let it paint a picture of deep, restorative sleep in your mind. Let it wash away the worries. Let it smooth out the edges of the day. You are floating in the velvet void. It is cool and calm. It is timeless. You are weightless. You are free. The universe is holding you in its arms, rocking you gently back and forth, back and forth. The rhythm of the cosmos is the rhythm of sleep. The silence is deepening now. The dust is settling. The great waiting is almost over, but for you, the waiting is just a soft transition into dreams. Sleep now. Sleep in the peace of the ancient world. Sleep in the comfort of the canvas of silence. The universe loves you. The universe protects you. The universe is you. And in this silence, you are finally at home.
From the deep silence of the beginning, we move forward in time to witness a moment of destiny that would change the fate of our world forever. Imagine the young Earth spinning alone in the vast theater of space, a glowing jewel of molten rock and fire whirling rapidly through the dark. It was a lonely planet in those early days, spinning so fast that the days were short and the nights were fleeting. It was a restless world, a world that had not yet found its rhythm, a world that was searching for a partner in the cosmic dance. And then, from the shadows of the solar system, came a wanderer, a protoplanet named Theia, drifting closer and closer, guided by the invisible rails of gravity. This was not a moment of destruction, but a moment of creation, a golden collision that was written in the stars long before it happened. As Theia approached the Earth, it was like a slow-motion ballet of giants, a meeting of two celestial bodies destined to become one. When they met, it was with a silent roar that shook the foundations of the solar system, a release of energy so profound that it liquefied the rock and sent a spray of golden dust and molten debris circling into the orbit around our world. Imagine looking up from a safe distance and seeing a ring of fire surrounding the Earth, a halo of glowing embers that lit up the ancient darkness. This ring was beautiful, a river of light flowing through the vacuum of space. Over the passing centuries, this debris began to gather, drawn together by the same gentle gravity that holds you in your bed right now. The dust clumped into rocks, the rocks clumped into boulders, and the boulders slowly, quietly merged into a sphere. It was the birth of the moon, our faithful companion, our guardian of the night. As the moon formed, it cooled, turning from a glowing red ember into a sphere of silver and gray, a mirror ready to reflect the light of the sun. It was much closer to the Earth then, looming large and magnificent in the sky, a watchful eye that promised that we would never be alone in the dark again. This new moon did something miraculous to our planet. Its gravity reached out like an invisible hand and gently touched the Earth, slowing its frantic spin. It was as if the moon was whispering to the Earth to calm down, to slow down, to rest. The days stretched out, becoming longer and more peaceful, allowing time for life to eventually flourish. The moon became the anchor, stabilizing the wobble of our planet, creating the seasons, and creating the steady climate that allows us to live and sleep in comfort today. But the moon gave us an even greater gift, a gift that you can hear if you stand by the shore of any ocean in the world. It gave us the tides.
Imagine the first oceans forming on Earth, vast and still, and then feeling the pull of the moon. For the first time, the water began to move, not from the wind, but from the dance of gravity. The ocean rose to meet the moon in a great swelling wave, an inhale of the planet, and then receded in a gentle exhale. rise and fall, in and out. The rhythm of the tides was born, a rhythm that mimics the very breath in your lungs. Think of that connection as you lie here tonight. The water in the ocean and the breath in your body are moving to the same ancient rhythm. The moon pulls the water, and the water obeys, flowing up the sand and slipping back into the deep. It is the heartbeat of the world, a pulse that has never stopped for 4 billion years. This rhythm is the ultimate lullaby. It is why the sound of waves is so soothing, why the crash of the surf sends us drifting into dreams. It is a reminder that we are part of a system, a cycle that is taken care of by forces much larger than ourselves. You do not have to control the tides, they move on their own. You do not have to control your breath, it moves on its own. You do not have to control your sleep, it will come on its own, just like the tide coming in. Visualize the moon hanging in the sky tonight, a perfect circle of white light watching over your home. It is the same moon that watched over the dinosaurs, the same moon that guided the first ships across the sea, the same moon that shone through the window of your childhood bedroom. It is a constant presence, a loyal friend that keeps the night from being too dark. The moonlight is soft and cool, washing over the world, turning the trees and the rooftops into silver silhouettes. It is a light that does not demand attention. It is a light that invites rest. Feel the gravity of the moon tugging gently at the tension in your body, pulling it away, just as the tide pulls the pebbles from the shore. Let the tension go. Let it drift out to sea. You are weightless, buoyant, floating in the cosmic ocean. The collision that created the moon was a golden moment, a spark that lit the lantern of the night. It was necessary, it was perfect, just as this moment you are in right now is necessary and perfect. The earth needed the moon to find its balance, and perhaps you need this sleep to find yours. The relationship between the earth and the moon is a relationship of trust. The earth trusts the moon to govern the tides, and the moon trusts the earth to keep it in orbit. They dance together through the emptiness of space in a perfect equilibrium. You can trust this balance too. You can trust that the world will keep spinning while you sleep. You can trust that the tides will keep flowing. You can trust that the sun will return in the morning. But for now, it is the moon's time. It is the time of silver light and deep shadows. It is the time of high tide in the dream world. Imagine the water rising slowly, gently covering the shores of your mind, washing away the footprints of the day, leaving the sand smooth and clean. The sound of the tides is hypnotic. Whoosh and hush, whoosh and hush. It is the sound of the earth breathing. Connect your breathing to this sound. Inhale as the wave rises. Exhale as the wave falls. Deeper and deeper, slower and slower. The golden collision gave us this peace. It gave us the nightlight that keeps the monsters away. It gave us the rhythm that rocks all life to sleep. From the smallest creature in the tide pool to the largest whale in the deep ocean, everyone sleeps to the rhythm of the moon. You are part of that family of life. You are part of that great terrestrial slumber. The moon is pouring its soothing energy down upon you, filtering through the roof, through the ceiling, wrapping you in a glow of safety. The violence of the collision is long gone, forgotten in the mists of time, leaving only the beauty of the result. Just as the stresses of your day are now gone, leaving only the beauty of this moment of rest. The moon is a sculpture carved by gravity and time, hanging in the gallery of the sky for you to admire, even with your eyes closed. It is a reminder that beautiful things come from great changes, that out of chaos comes order, out of fire comes cool stone, out of wakefulness comes sleep. The tides are rocking you now, a gentle sway back and forth. You are a boat on a calm sea, anchored safely in the harbor under the watchful gaze of the moon. The water is warm, the air is still. The moonlight dances on the surface of the water, creating a path of gold and silver that leads straight to the land of dreams. Follow that path. There is no rush. The moon will wait for you. The tides will wait for you. Everything is in its right place. The sky is dark and velvety. The stars are distant and kind. But the moon is close. The moon is here. It is the night's promise that everything is okay, that everything is held together by love and gravity. So let the golden collision fade into a silver dream. Let the history of the solar system become the backdrop for your rest. You are safe in the arms of the universe, protected by the guardian of the night, rocked by the ancient tides. Drift away now. Drift towards the horizon where the moon meets the sea. Deep sleep is waiting there, peaceful sleep, the sleep of the ages. The moon is watching, the tides are turning, and you are sleeping, sleeping, sleeping.
After the fire and the collision and the shaping of the moon, the Earth was left hot and restless, a world of steam and jagged rocks glowing under a thick blanket of clouds. The surface was thirsty, waiting for a relief that had been building in the atmosphere for eons. The sky was heavy, dark with moisture, gathered from the breaths of volcanoes and the icy comets that had kissed the atmosphere. It was a sky pregnant with the promise of the first storm. And then it began. Not with a crash, but with a single drop. One single drop of water falling from the gray heavens, cooling as it descended, striking the hot stone with a tiny hiss. Then another drop, and another, and soon the sky opened up completely, releasing a torrent of water such as the universe had never seen. This was the Great Pouring, the era of rain that would last for thousands of years. Imagine the sound of that rain. It was a constant, steady drumming, a symphony of water falling on rock, washing over the mountains, filling the valleys, creating the first puddles that would grow into lakes, and the lakes that would grow into oceans. It was the ultimate white noise, a sound so consistent and so overwhelming that it drowned out every other noise on the planet. Close your eyes and try to hear it. The rain falling on the roof of the world. Patter, patter, hiss and splash. It was a sound of healing. The water was cooling the fever of the earth, soothing the burns of its violent birth. Steam rose up in great white pillars, dancing with the falling rain, creating a misty dreamscape where the land met the sky. It rained in the morning and in the evening. It rained through the long nights and the gray days. There was no sun to be seen, only the comforting curtain of falling water. This rain was relentless, but it was not angry. It was determined. It had a purpose. It was carving the face of the earth, smoothing the rough edges, polishing the stones, preparing the cradle for life. Imagine yourself safe inside a dry, warm cave, looking out at this prehistoric storm. You're wrapped in furs, safe and dry, watching the water fall. The sound is hypnotic. It surrounds you like a heavy blanket, blocking out the world, creating a cocoon of sound that allows your mind to completely let go. There is nothing to do but listen. The rain is washing away the dust, washing away the heat, washing away the tension. It is scrubbing the air clean, leaving it fresh and crisp.
The smell of rain on hot stone is the smell of a new beginning, the scent of petrichor rising up to meet the clouds. As the centuries passed, the water began to pool. It filled the deep scars of the earth's crust, rising higher and higher. The lowlands became seas, the basins became oceans.
The water was dark and mysterious, reflecting the gray clouds above. It was a world of water, a world of liquid peace. The rain did not stop. It poured and poured, a lullaby that lasted for millennia. Think of how comforting it is to sleep when it is raining outside your window tonight. The gentle tapping against the glass, the steady rhythm on the roof, the feeling of being safe inside while the elements dance outside. Now multiply that comfort by 1,000 years. That is the depth of peace we are talking about. The earth was drinking its fill, quenching a thirst that had lasted since its formation. The steam cooled and turned back into water in an endless cycle of rising and falling, a majestic circulatory system of the planet. Rain is the earth's way of breathing, of cleaning itself, of renewing its spirit. And as you listen to the imaginary sound of this ancient rain, feel it cleansing your own mind. Let the droplets wash away the thoughts that are stuck in your head. Let the steady rhythm smooth out the worries of the day. Imagine the rain falling on your shoulders, massaging away the knots. Imagine it falling on your forehead, cooling the busy thoughts. You are becoming part of the water cycle, flowing effortlessly, dissolving into the stream. The great pouring was the time when the earth settled down. The molten rocks hardened into solid ground under the weight of the water. The chaos of the early solar system was replaced by the orderly flow of rivers. Water is heavy, water is grounding. It pulls things down to the lowest point, seeking rest, seeking balance. You too can seek that lowest point, that place of ultimate rest. Let your body sink into the mattress, heavy like the water, heavy like the stones. Let gravity do the work. The rain does not struggle to fall, it simply lets go. You do not need to struggle to sleep, simply let go. Fall like the rain, drift like the mist. The sound of water is the sound of life, but before it was life, it was just sound, pure, unadulterated sound, a hum, a drone, a whisper. It was the background music of a lonely planet preparing for guests. It was the sound of the curtains being drawn, the bed being made, the room being readied. The oceans were the blankets, the clouds were the pillows, and the rain was the song. Listen to it now in your mind's ear. The intensity varies. Sometimes it is a soft drizzle, a gentle mist that kisses the face. Sometimes it is a heavy downpour, a roar of cleansing power. But always it is there, constant and reliable. It is a sound you can trust. It will not stop until the job is done, until the earth is cool and blue and beautiful. The great pouring created the stage for everything that would follow. Without this rain, there would be no rivers to sit by, no beaches to walk on, no clouds to gaze at. Every glass of water you drink today contains molecules that fell during that ancient storm. You are drinking history. You are drinking the peace of the primal earth. Feel that connection. You are made of this water. You are made of this rain. It flows through your veins just as it flowed across the volcanic plains. It carries the memory of that long, quiet sleep of the earth. When you sleep tonight, you are returning to that memory. You are tuning in to the frequency of the falling rain. Let the white noise fill the room. Let it fill your mind. It pushes out the silence that can be too loud. It pushes out the noises that can be too sharp. It leaves only a soft blur,
a gray static of relaxation. The 1,000 years of rain did not feel long to the earth. It felt like a single refreshing night. Time is different when you are resting. Time becomes fluid like the water itself. Let time dissolve now. There is no tomorrow. There is no yesterday. There is only this continuous flow of now, this moment of rain, this moment of peace. The fires are out. The ground is cool. The oceans are deep and wide. The earth is ready to dream, and so are you. The storm is your protector, your shield against the waking world. Nothing can reach you through the curtain of rain. You are hidden, you are safe, you are deeply relaxed. The sound is fading now, just a little, becoming a soft hum in the background, a gentle reminder that the work is done. The water has found its home in the deep basins of the world. You have found your home in the deep basins of sleep. The great pouring has ended, but the peace it brought remains. It remains in the blue of the ocean. It remains in the dew on the grass. It remains in the rain that taps on your window tonight. Let it rain in your dreams. Let it wash over you, soothing and cool. Sleep now, carried by the current of time, floating on the surface of the ancient sea. The rain has stopped, but the peace is eternal. Deep sleep, quiet water, silent night. Now that the great rains have ceased and the oceans have settled into their vast blue cradles, we descend. We leave the surface where the wind blows and the waves crash, and we sink slowly, gently down into the silence of the deep. Down here, the light of the sun is just a memory, a faint shimmering curtain far above our heads. Down here, in the womb of the deep, the water is still and warm, rich with the minerals of the earth. It is a place of absolute safety, a hidden laboratory where the universe is about to perform its greatest magic trick. Imagine floating in this endless blue twilight. There is no up and no down, only the gentle embrace of the water holding you, supporting every inch of your body. You are weightless, just like the tiny specks of matter drifting around you. For millions of years, this ocean was sterile, a beautiful but empty expanse. But deep in the darkness, near the thermal vents, where heat from the Earth's core whispered into the cold water, something new was beginning. It started as a chemical dance, a microscopic attraction between molecules. They swirled and combined, separating and reuniting, trying to find the perfect pattern. And then, in a moment of quiet miracle, it happened. A spark, a twitch, the very first heartbeat of life. It was not a heart as you know it, not a muscle pumping blood, but a tiny rhythm of existence, a single cell pulsing with the energy of the universe. This was the ancestor of us all, the great-great-grandparent of the whale, the eagle, the flower, and you. In the safety of the deep ocean, life began to multiply. These were not complex creatures with eyes and limbs. They were simple, elegant forms made of jelly and light. Imagine them drifting through the dark water, translucent and glowing with a soft bioluminescence. Tiny bells pulsating in the slow current, expand and contract, expand and contract. It was a silent ballet, a dance of ghosts in the underwater night. These early life forms had no brains to worry with, no voices to shout with. They simply existed. They floated. They were at total peace with their environment. They did not struggle against the water. They moved with it. They surrendered to the flow, just as you can surrender to the flow of sleep tonight. Watch them in your mind's eye. See the jellyfish-like creatures trailing their long, delicate tendrils, moving with a grace that defies gravity. They are effortless. They are calm. The water supports them completely, just as your bed supports you. There is no effort needed to stay afloat. There is no effort needed to be. The ocean is a womb, protecting this fragile new life from the harshness of the dry world above. Here the temperature is constant. Here the silence is absolute. It is a muffled silence, a thick, comforting quiet that presses gently against the ears, blocking out all distraction.
It is the sound of your own blood rushing in your veins, the sound of your own existence. This is where we came from. We are creatures of the water, born in the deep. The salt in your tears, the salt in your blood is a souvenir from this ancient home. When you swim in the ocean or soak in a bath, you are returning to the womb of the deep, remembering the safety of those first days. Feel that safety now. Feel the liquid warmth wrapping around your mind. The deep ocean is dark, but it is a benevolent darkness. It is a darkness that nourishes. It is a velvet curtain drawn against the light, allowing life to rest and grow. In this deep place, time moves slower. A day feels like a minute. A century feels like an hour. The frantic pace of the surface world cannot reach down here. The emails, the deadlines, the traffic, the noise, they all dissolve before they reach these depths. Here there is only the rhythm, the pulse of the jellyfish, the drift of the plankton, the slow circulation of the water. It is a hypnotic rhythm, a lullaby of motion. Watch the tiny lights of the bioluminescent creatures flickering in the gloom like stars in an underwater sky. Blink on, blink off, soft blue, soft green. They are communicating in the language of light, signaling their presence in the vastness. It is a peaceful conversation, a quiet acknowledgement of life. You are part of this chain of life. You carry the memory of the deep ocean within your DNA. Your body knows how to relax because your ancestors spent eons floating in this suspended state. Access that memory now. Unlock the door to the deep sleep that is hidden in your cells. Let your breathing mimic the pulsing of the jellyfish, slow and fluid, no sharp edges, no sudden stops, just a continuous smooth cycle of air, in and out, deep and slow. You are drifting past the thermal vents now, feeling the gentle warmth rising from the earth. It is a cozy warmth, like a heated blanket on a cold night. It penetrates your muscles, loosening the tightness, melting away the stress. You are safe here. Nothing can harm you in the womb of the deep. You are hidden away in the most private sanctuary of the planet. The water is thick and heavy, acting like a weighted blanket, pressing you down into a deeper state of relaxation. You are sinking further now, past the twilight zone, into the midnight zone, darker and quieter, calmer and deeper. The pressure here is a hug from the ocean, a firm, secure embrace. The heartbeat of the earth is strong here. Thump, 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 thump. Can you feel it? It is the rhythm that lulls the world to sleep. The single-celled organisms are busy doing their work, quietly, efficiently, building the foundation for the future. They do not rush. They do not worry about what they will become. They just are. Be like them. Be present in this moment of darkness and peace. Do not worry about tomorrow. Do not worry about who you need to be. Just be. Just float. The water is your friend. The dark is your friend. The silence is your friend. You are returning to the source. You are going back to the beginning,
where everything was simple and pure. The complexity of your life is washing away, leaving only the simple truth of your existence. You are alive, you are safe, you are tired, and it is time to rest. The jellyfish are drifting away now, fading into the shadows, leaving you alone in the comfortable dark. You are suspended in the perfect temperature, weightless and free. The heartbeat of the deep is slowing down, matching your own slowing heart. Everything is slowing down. The spinning of the earth seems to pause. The currents stop flowing. The world holds its breath. You are at the very bottom of the ocean of sleep. It is quiet here, so quiet. The only thing left is peace. Deep, profound, ancient peace. The womb of the deep has you now. It cradles you. It rocks you. It whispers to you in the language of silence. Sleep, my child, sleep. The journey has just begun, but for now, there is only rest. The water is still. The lights are out. The first heartbeat of life beats on within you, slow and steady, carrying you into the dreamless void. You are home. You are safe. You are asleep.
From the dark, quiet depths of the ocean, we slowly rise toward the surface, toward the light. For millions of years, the Earth was a gray and orange world, the sky choked with heavy gases, the air thick and unbreathable. It was a hazy, suffocating atmosphere where the sun was just a pale disk behind the clouds. But something miraculous was happening in the shallow waters near the coastlines. Tiny microscopic architects called cyanobacteria were beginning a work that would change the destiny of the entire planet. These were not giants, they were invisible to the naked eye, yet they possessed a secret power that no other creature had. They could eat sunlight. Imagine these vast mats of blue-green bacteria floating in the warm, sunlit shoals, silently harvesting the solar energy. They were the first solar panels of nature, working tirelessly day after day, century after century. And as they feasted on the sun, they released a waste product, a simple, invisible gas that would become the most precious substance on Earth: oxygen. The first bubbles of oxygen began to rise from the slime mats, tiny pearls of gas floating up through the water and popping at the surface. Pop, pop, pop. It was a quiet revolution, a revolution of breath. For a long time, the Earth absorbed this oxygen, soaking it up into the rocks and the iron, turning the land red with rust. But eventually, the sponges of the Earth were full, and the oxygen began to fill the air. Imagine standing on a prehistoric beach, taking a deep breath, and for the first time, tasting freshness. The air was changing, the heaviness was lifting, the poisonous haze was being scrubbed away by this new, vibrant gas. And then came the moment of transformation, the day the sky turned blue. Before this, the sky was likely a pale salmon pink or a dusty gray, but as the oxygen levels rose, the chemistry of the atmosphere shifted. The sunlight hit the new molecules and scattered in a brilliant display of azure and sapphire. The gray curtain was pulled back, revealing a dome of infinite blue. It was the color of hope, the color of clarity, the color of a perfect summer day. Imagine looking up and seeing that blue for the very first time. It was a visual deep breath, a widening of the world's eyes. The Earth took its first true lungful of air, inhaling the crisp, clean oxygen, exhaling the old, stale past. This was the oxygen miracle. It was the moment our planet woke up. The air became light and buoyant, carrying the scent of the sea far inland. The wind felt different on the skin. It felt cooler, sharper, more alive. This fresh air is what you're breathing right now in your bedroom. Every time you inhale,
You are partaking in this ancient miracle. Feel the air entering your nose, cool and steady, filling your lungs with the gift of the cyanobacteria. It is a gift of life given freely by the smallest of creatures. As you lie there, imagine the atmosphere around you as a protective blue blanket wrapping the earth in safety. This blue sky shields us from the harshness of space, filters the sunlight, and keeps us warm.
It is a soft, transparent shell that holds the air we need to survive. Visualize the air in your room glowing with a faint blue light charged with the energy of cleanliness and peace. With every breath you take, you're cleansing your body, just as the new atmosphere cleansed the early earth. You are breathing in blue. You are breathing in calm. You are breathing in sleep. The oxygen miracle was not a sudden bang. It was a slow, gentle process, a gradual awakening. It is the same way we fall asleep. We do not rush into sleep. We drift into it, slowly, gently, gradually. Let your breath mimic the rise of oxygen in the ancient sky. Let it be slow and deliberate. Fill your chest and hold it for a moment, appreciating the life within it. Then let it go. Let the tension leave with the exhale. The sky is clearing in your mind. The clouds of worry are dissolving, leaving only a vast, open, blue space, a space where you are free to fly, free to float. The turning of the sky to blue brought a new clarity to the world. Shadows became sharper, colors became brighter. The water reflected the heavens, creating a mirror of peace. The world was no longer a dark and misty place. It was a place of light and air. This freshness is soothing. It feels like opening a window on a spring morning, letting the breeze wash over your face. It cools the forehead and relaxes the eyes. The struggle for breath is over. The struggle for life is easier now. The earth has provided everything you need. There is enough air. There is enough space. There is enough time. You can rest now, knowing that the atmosphere is holding you. The cyanobacteria worked for billions of years so that you could have this moment of ease. They are the silent ancestors of every breath you take. Offer a silent thank you to the history of the earth, and then let it go. Let the gratitude turn into relaxation. The blue sky is fading now, turning to the soft indigo of twilight, then the deep purple of evening, and finally the velvet black of night. But the oxygen remains, the freshness remains. It is the invisible pillow upon which you rest your head. The air in your room is still and quiet. It supports you. It nourishes you even while you sleep. You are connected to the sky, connected to the wind, connected to the breath of the planet. The oxygen miracle is a story of transformation, of turning something toxic into something vital. You too can transform. You can transform your stress into relaxation, your busyness into stillness, your wakefulness into sleep. It happens quietly, naturally, just like the bubbles rising from the sea. You do not need to force it. Just breathe. Just be. The sky is blue, the air is sweet, the night is here, the miracle is complete. You are safe in the arms of the atmosphere, protected by the layer of life that surrounds our globe. Drift on the currents of the air, float on the breeze of history. The earth is breathing with you. In, out, a cosmic rhythm of peace. Deep breath, deep sleep. The sky is watching over you, and it is beautiful. Sleep now in the fresh, clean air of the new world. Sleep, sleep. With the sky now a brilliant blue and the air rich with oxygen, life finally mustered the courage to leave the water and step onto the land. But this was not the land of flowers and fruit that we know today. This was a different world, a silent and majestic world known as the Green Cathedral. Imagine walking into a forest so old that time itself seems to stand still. There are no bright colors here, no reds or yellows or purples, because flowers have not been invented yet. There is only green, infinite shades of green, deep emerald, light jade, dark olive, and soft mossy lime. It is a visual lullaby, a color that signals to the brain that it is time to rest. The trees here are not like the oaks or pines of your backyard. They are giant ferns, towering 100 feet into the air, their fronds unfurling like the scrolls of ancient manuscripts. There are massive club mosses with trunks like pillars holding up the canopy of the sky. This forest is vast, stretching from horizon to horizon, a continuous blanket of vegetation that hugs the earth. The ground is soft and spongy, covered in thick carpets of damp moss that cushion every step. Imagine taking off your shoes and walking on this ancient floor. It feels cool and yielding, embracing your feet with every stride. You are walking through the first true lungs of the planet. The air here is heavy and humid, rich with the scent of wet earth and crushing leaves. It smells of rain and growth, a deep, earthy perfume that grounds you instantly. It is the smell of a greenhouse on a rainy afternoon, a scent that makes your eyelids heavy. Listen to the sound of this forest. It is a quiet place, but it is not silent. The wind moves through the giant fern leaves, creating a soft rustling sound. Shh, shh. It sounds like the ocean, but it is the ocean of trees. It is the sound of the wind whispering secrets to the leaves, secrets about patience and growth. Occasional drops of water fall from the high canopy, landing on the broad leaves below. Plip, plop, plip, plop. A slow, mesmerizing rhythm. There are no birds singing because birds do not exist yet. There are no wolves howling, no monkeys chattering. The only animals are small insects humming in the undergrowth, a low, steady drone that adds to the hypnosis. This is a place of solitude, a place where you can be completely alone with your thoughts, or better yet, without any thoughts at all. The Green Cathedral is a sanctuary. The light that filters down through the thick layers of leaves is soft and diffused, a green twilight that never gets too bright. It is the perfect lighting for a nap. The sunbeams dance on the moss, creating patterns of light and shadow that shift slowly as the day passes. Watch the patterns move, slow, gentle, hypnotic. The trees here are not in a hurry. They grow inch by inch, day by day, century by century. They understand the power of slowness. In our modern world, we rush and run. But here, in the Green Cathedral, rushing is impossible. The undergrowth is thick, the air is heavy, the vibe is chill. You are forced to slow down to match the pace of the plants. Feel your own heart rate slowing down to match the rhythm of the sap rising in the trunks. Thump, 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 thump. Slow and steady. You are becoming part of the forest. Your breathing aligns with the wind in the branches. Your stillness aligns with the standing stones covered in lichen. There is a sense of holiness here, not religious, but spiritual. The holiness of life simply existing. The trees do not ask for anything, they just give. They give shade, they give oxygen, they give beauty. And tonight, they give you a place to rest. Imagine finding a perfect spot at the base of a giant fern tree. The roots form a natural cradle lined with the softest moss. You lie down, curling up in the hollow. The moss is cool against your cheek. Above you, the giant fronds sway gently back and forth, fanning you with the fresh, clean air. Back and forth, back and forth. It is like being rocked in a green cradle. You look up and see the intricate patterns of the leaves against the sky, fractals of green repeating endlessly, drawing your eye deeper and deeper into relaxation. The rustling sound intensifies slightly as a gentle breeze passes through, washing over you like a wave of peace. You are safe here, hidden in the depths of time before the noise of civilization began. There are no phones ringing in the Carboniferous period. There are no emails to answer. There is only the green, the damp, the quiet. The green cathedral protects you. Its walls are made of trunks. Its roof is made of leaves. Its floor is made of earth. It is a fortress of calm. As you lie there, you can feel the energy of the earth rising up beneath you. It is a grounding energy, solid and stable. It pulls the tension out of your back, out of your shoulders, out of your legs, and drains it into the ground. You feel heavier. You feel rooted. You are not just on the earth, you are of the earth. The forest is breathing around you, inhaling the carbon dioxide, exhaling the fresh oxygen. You are in a symbiotic relationship with this dreamscape. You breathe in what the trees breathe out. It is a circle of life, a circle of breath. Allow yourself to drift deeper into the woods. The path behind you has disappeared, overgrown by ferns. The path ahead is misty and unclear.
But you do not need to go anywhere. You are exactly where you need to be. Here, now, safe. The light is fading now as the prehistoric sun begins to set. The green turns to a deep forest green, then to a shadowy teal, and finally to a comforting black. The sounds of the insects change, shifting to a nighttime hum, a lower frequency that vibrates in your chest. The temperature drops slightly, making you want to snuggle deeper into your mossy bed. The green cathedral is closing its doors for the night. The leaves droop slightly in sleep. The wind dies down to a mere whisper. Everything is settling. Everything is stopping. You are stopping too. Your mind is stopping its racing. Your body is stopping its fidgeting. You are as still as a stone in the stream, as still as a tree in the windless night. The peace of the ancient forest is seeping into your bones. It is a peace that has lasted for hundreds of millions of years. It is a peace that outlasts storms and fires and floods. It is the resilience of nature. You have that resilience inside you. You have that peace inside you. You just need to be quiet enough to find it. And here, in the green cathedral, it is easy to find. So let the green fade to black. Let the rustling leaves become the sound of your own steady breathing. Let the mossy floor become your soft mattress. You are sleeping in the arms of history. You are sleeping in the garden of the beginning. Rest now, traveler. The forest is watching over you. The ancient trees are standing guard. You are safe. You are loved by the earth. Deep sleep is growing like the vines around you, holding you tight, keeping you secure. Sleep, sleep in the green. Sleep in the quiet. Sleep.
As we leave the dense forests of the Carboniferous era, we step into a new dawn, a golden age where the earth trembled under the weight of magnificence. This is the time of the gentle giants, the reign of the titans. Forget everything you know about fear and sharp teeth, for tonight we are visiting the peaceful vegetarians, the massive sauropods who roamed the earth like living mountains. Imagine a vast open plain bathed in the warm light of a prehistoric sun.
The grass is tall and golden, swaying in the gentle breeze. In the distance, rising above the mist, you see them, the long necks reaching up toward the clouds, the massive bodies moving with a slow, deliberate grace. These are the largest creatures to ever walk the land, yet their presence is one of absolute calm. They do not run, they do not hunt, they simply exist in a state of slow majesty. Imagine standing near one of these titans. You are tiny beside it, like a blade of grass next to an oak tree. But you are not afraid. The giant eye of the dinosaur looks down at you with a soft, ancient wisdom. It blinks slowly, a heavy lid closing and opening like a curtain. The skin is rough and warm, patterned like the bark of an old tree. You can hear its breathing, a deep, resonant sound like wind blowing through a cavern. Whoosh, whoosh. It is a sound that vibrates in your chest, a sound of immense power held in check. Watch as the creature takes a step. It lifts one massive leg, slowly, carefully, and places it down on the earth. Boom! It is not a loud noise, but a deep thud that you feel through the soles of your feet. It is the heartbeat of the ground. Boom! 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 A rhythm so slow and steady that it acts like a metronome for your own relaxation. The earth shakes gently with each step, a soothing vibration that rocks the world. These animals are the masters of energy conservation. They move only as much as they need to. They eat, they walk, they rest. They are the ultimate symbols of unhurried life. In a world that is always rushing, be like the sauropod. Take your time, move slowly, let your weight sink into the earth. Imagine walking alongside a herd of these gentle giants. They are moving across the plain, migrating toward the setting sun. You walk with them, protected by their massive bulk. The herd is a family, a community moving together in silence. You can hear the low rumbling sounds they make to communicate, a subsonic hum that travels through the ground and into your bones. It is a comforting sound, a sound of connection. It says, "I am here. We are safe. We are together." The sun is dipping lower now, casting long shadows across the landscape. The golden light turns the dinosaurs into silhouettes, dark shapes against a burning orange sky. The air is cooling down.
The mist is rising from the rivers, curling around the massive legs of the titans. It is a scene of breathtaking beauty and peace. These creatures have no natural enemies when they are full grown. They walk through the world without fear. Imagine what it feels like to live without fear, to be so large, so grounded, so secure that nothing can shake you. You can borrow that feeling tonight. You can borrow the confidence of the Titan. You are safe in your bed. You are secure in your home. You are the giant of your own world. Let the image of the long neck reaching for the leaves soothe you. It is a slow, graceful motion. The head turns, the neck curves, the leaves are stripped from the branch. Chew, chew, chew. A rhythmic sound of eating. It is simple. It is satisfying. Life does not need to be complicated. It can be just this: walking, eating, sleeping. As the twilight deepens, the herd begins to settle down for the night. Imagine a creature the size of a building lowering itself to the ground. It is a monumental effort, done with immense care. The knees bend, the body lowers, the earth receives the weight. A great sigh of air escapes the creature's nostrils, stirring the dust. The giant has stopped. The movement is over. The stillness has returned. One by one, the other members of the herd lie down, forming a circle of warmth and safety. You find a spot in the center of the circle, nestled in the tall, soft grass. You are surrounded by the gentle giants. Their breathing creates a wall of white noise around you. Inhale, Exhale, inhale, exhale. It is a lullaby of biology. The heat radiating from their massive bodies keeps the night chill away. You are protected by tons of muscle and bone, by creatures who have ruled the earth for millions of years. Look up at the sky. The stars are coming out, one by one, familiar and bright. The same stars that looked down on the dinosaurs are looking down on you. We share the same sky. We share the same earth. We share the same need for rest. Even the titans must sleep. Even the strongest must recharge. As the last light fades, the world becomes a landscape of shadows and sounds. The crickets begin to chirp, the wind whispers through the grass, and the deep rhythmic breathing of the herd continues. It anchors you.
It keeps you from drifting away into worry. It holds you in the present moment. Feel the heaviness of your own body now. Let your limbs feel as heavy as the legs of the dinosaur. Let your head feel heavy on the pillow. Sink into the mattress. Let the bed support you, just as the earth supports the titans. You do not need to hold yourself up. You can let go. You can surrender to gravity. The gentle giants are sleeping now. Their long necks are curled against their bodies or resting on the ground. Their eyes are closed. They are dreaming of endless green fields and cool, clear rivers. Join them in their dreams. Walk with them in the land of Nod. There is no hurry there. There is no stress. There is only the slow, majestic march of time. The footsteps of the titans echo in your mind. Boom, 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 getting softer now, getting farther away, leading you down the path to deep sleep. The earth remembers this time of peace. It remembers when the giants walked the land. And tonight, you remember it too. You feel it in your bones, the slowness, the grandeur, the calm. The age of the dinosaurs was not just a time of monsters, it was a time of miracles. It was a time when life reached its maximum size and its maximum chill. Absorb that chill. Let it freeze the racing thoughts. Let it slow the beating heart. You are a gentle giant tonight, sleeping deeply, sleeping soundly, sleeping without fear. The night is long and the world is quiet. The titans are watching over you. Rest now. Rest in the shadow of the giants. Rest in the cradle of history. Good night, little human. Good night, gentle titans.
For millions of years, the earth was a canvas painted only in greens and browns. It was a majestic world of towering ferns and ancient pines, but it was a world waiting for a splash of color. It was a serious place, a solemn place. And then, in the quiet corners of the Cretaceous period, a silent revolution began. It was not a revolution of fire or storm, but a revolution of beauty. The earth decided to smile. This is the story of the first flower. Imagine walking through a dense green forest, the air thick with humidity, the light filtering down in shafts of emerald. Suddenly, your eye catches something different, a small speck of white against the endless green. You kneel down to look closer. It is a tiny, delicate structure, soft petals unfurling like the wings of a butterfly. It is the first flower, the ancestor of every rose, every lily, every orchid that has ever graced a vase. It is a miracle of engineering and art combined. In a world of rough bark and tough leaves, here is something fragile, something tender. As the centuries passed, this single spark of invention ignited a wildfire of color across the globe. Imagine the transformation. The green fields began to blush with pinks and reds.
The shadowed valleys lit up with yellows and oranges. The meadows turned into tapestries of violet and blue. It was as if a rainbow had fallen from the sky and shattered, scattering its shards across the land. This was the invention of beauty. Before this moment, beauty was accidental, a sunset, a mountain peak. But now, beauty was intentional. The flowers were designed to be seen, designed to be admired. And with the colors came the scents. Oh, the scents. Imagine the first time the air was filled with the perfume of jasmine or the sweet, heavy aroma of a magnolia. The wind was no longer just air. It was a carrier of messages, a courier of delight. Breathe in through your nose right now and imagine that scent. Sweet, fresh, floral. It is a scent that relaxes the mind instantly. It is the smell of a garden after rain. It is the smell of peace. With the flowers came the pollinators, the bees, the butterflies, the hummingbirds. They were the partners in this dance of life. Watch a bee in your mind's eye, fuzzy and golden, hovering over a purple bloom. It moves with such precision, such focus. Buzz, 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 a gentle vibration that tickles the air. The bee lands, the flower bows slightly under its weight, and the exchange is made. Nectar for pollen, food for life. It is a relationship built on mutual benefit, a perfect example of harmony in nature. The world was becoming softer. The sharp edges of the prehistoric landscape were being rounded by petals and pollen. This era brought a new kind of sensory experience to life. It was no longer just about survival. It was about attraction. It was about allure.
Imagine lying down in a field of these ancient flowers. The grass is soft beneath you, but the flowers are even softer, brushing against your arms and legs like silk. You are surrounded by a sea of color. To your left, a patch of bright crimson poppies waving in the breeze. To your right, a cluster of golden sunflowers turning their heads to follow the sun. Above you, the blue sky. You are floating in a kaleidoscope of nature. The colors are vibrant but not jarring. They are the colors of the earth, natural and soothing. Blue calms the mind. Green heals the body. Yellow warms the spirit. Pink softens the heart. You are bathing in this spectrum of light. Let the colors wash over you. Let the red energize your tired muscles, then fade into a relaxing orange. Let the orange melt into a sunny yellow, bringing a gentle warmth to your solar plexus. Let the yellow deepen into the lush green of the leaves, grounding you. Let the green cool into a tranquil blue, quieting your thoughts. Let the blue darken into indigo, the color of the night sky, preparing you for sleep. And finally, let the indigo settle into a soft violet, the color of dreams. The invention of beauty was the Earth's way of saying that life is not just a struggle, it is also a celebration. You are part of that celebration. You are beautiful, just like the flowers. Your life has color and scent and meaning. Even in the dark, the flowers are there. Some flowers only bloom at night, opening their white petals to the moon, releasing their strongest perfume when the world is asleep. These are the guardians of your dreams, the moonflowers, the night-blooming jasmine. They are awake so you don't have to be. They are keeping the watch of beauty while you rest. Imagine the scent of these night flowers drifting into your room. It is a heavy, narcotic scent that weighs down your eyelids. It signals to your brain that it is time to shut down, time to drift away. The world is safe. The world is beautiful. The flowers have done their work. The fruit will come later, but for now there is only the bloom, the perfect moment of openness. Sleep is like a flower closing at night.
You fold your petals inward, protecting your center, conserving your energy. You curl up tight, safe and warm. And in the morning, you will open again, fresh and new, ready to face the sun.
But not yet. Now is the time for closing. Now is the time for the bud. The visual show is over for the day. The colors are fading into the gray of twilight. The reds become dark maroon, the blues become black, the yellows become cream. The garden is going to sleep. The bees have returned to the hive. The butterflies have folded their wings. The wind has died down. There is only the faint lingering perfume in the cool night air, a reminder that beauty exists even when you cannot see it, a reminder that hope exists even in the dark. You are walking out of the field of flowers now, moving toward the edge of the forest where the shadows are deep and inviting. You take one last look at the blooms glowing faintly in the starlight. They are a promise that tomorrow will be bright. But tonight is for rest. Tonight is for the quiet appreciation of the dark. The invention of flowers changed the world forever, and it changes you too. It reminds you to look for the small things, the tiny moments of joy, the splash of color in a gray day. Carry that thought into your sleep. Let your dreams be a garden. Let your mind be a meadow. You are walking on petals. You are sleeping on perfume. The earth is soft. The air is sweet. The night is here. Good night, little flower. Good night, beautiful world. Close your petals. Close your eyes. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
After the explosion of color and the warmth of the flower age, the earth began to cool. The sun seemed to retreat a little further into the sky, and a great hush fell over the continents. This was the beginning of the long winter, the era of the ice ages. It was a time when the world pulled a thick white blanket over itself and settled in for a nap that would last for thousands of years. Imagine the snow falling, not a blizzard, not a storm, but a gentle, steady sifting of white flakes from a slate-gray sky. It fell on the mountains, smoothing out their jagged peaks. It fell on the forests, turning the green pines into white sculptures. It fell on the plains, covering the grass in a layer of silence. Snow has a special acoustic quality. It absorbs sound. It muffles the world. When the snow falls, the world goes quiet. The snap of a twig is softened. The roar of the river is muted under a layer of ice. The wind whispers instead of howling. Imagine walking through this white landscape. The air is crisp and cold, biting gently at your cheeks, but your body is warm, wrapped in layers of fur. Your breath comes out in white clouds, puffing into the chilly air like tiny spirits. The light is bright, reflecting off the endless snow, dazzling the eyes. It is a world of purity, a world of clean slates. Everything is hidden. Everything is sleeping. In this frozen world, the animals learned the art of deep rest. They learned to hibernate. Imagine the great cave bear, massive and powerful, finding a deep cavern in the side of a mountain. The cave is dry and sheltered from the wind. The floor is lined with dry leaves and moss, a soft bed prepared months in advance. The bear crawls in, its belly full, its body heavy with the layers of fat it has stored. It curls up into a ball, nose tucked under its tail, and closes its eyes. Its heart rate slows down. Thump, thump, thump. Its breathing becomes shallow and rhythmic. It enters a state of suspended animation, a twilight zone between life and death, where energy is conserved and time means nothing. The bear will sleep for months. It will sleep through the darkest nights and the coldest days. It will not wake up for hunger. It will not wake up for fear.
It is completely safe, completely at rest. You can learn from the bear. You can learn to shut down the systems that don't need to be running. You can turn off the worry. You can turn off the planning. You can slow your heart rate. You can deepen your breath. You can hibernate in your own bed tonight. Outside the cave, the woolly mammoths are walking. These are the kings of the cold, massive, shaggy elephants with curved tusks that sweep the snow aside.
They move slowly, their heavy coats protecting them from the freeze. Their footsteps are muffled by the deep snow. Crunch, crunch, crunch. A soft, satisfying sound. They are not in a rush. They are endurance personified. They huddle together against the wind, their bodies forming a warm wall of fur and heat. Standing in the center of the herd is the safest place on earth. The heat of their bodies rises up, creating a microclimate of warmth in the middle of the frozen wasteland. Imagine being there, pressed against the side of a mammoth, feeling the coarse hair and the solid muscle beneath. You are warm. You are protected. The cold cannot touch you. The Ice Age was not a time of suffering. It was a time of stillness. It was the earth pressing the pause button. Nature needs these pauses. It cannot always be growing and blooming and birthing. Sometimes it needs to stop. It needs to rest. It needs to regenerate. Winter is the season of regeneration. It is in the dark and the cold that the seeds prepare for the spring. It is in sleep that your body prepares for the morning. Do not fight the winter. Do not fight the sleep. Embrace the cold because it makes the warmth feel so much better. Embrace the dark because it makes the light so much brighter. The snow is piling up outside, deeper and deeper. It covers the entrance to the cave, sealing you in. But you are not trapped. You are cocooned. The snow acts like insulation, keeping the warmth in and the cold out. It is quiet inside the snowdrift. A hushed blue light filters through the ice. It is a magical space, a secret room carved out of winter. You are safe here. The world outside can storm and rage, but inside the snow, it is peaceful. Inside the sleep, it is peaceful. Let your mind become a landscape of snow, smooth, white, unblemished. No footprints of worry, no tracks of stress, just a vast, open field of white. It is cool and calming to visualize. The white absorbs the noise of your thoughts. It cools the heat of your anxiety. It is a blank page waiting for dreams. The long winter is a time to go inward, to retreat into the center of yourself, where the fire is still burning. The cave bear knows this. The mammoth knows this. The earth knows this. And now you know it. The cold is a friend. It slows things down. It preserves. It protects.
Feel the coolness on your forehead. Feel the warmth in your toes under the blankets. The contrast is delicious. You are mastering the art of comfort. You are mastering the art of hibernation. The long night of the Ice Age stretches on, but it is not scary. It is comforting. It means you don't have to get up yet. It means you don't have to do anything yet. You have months of rest ahead of you, eons of sleep. Drift into that timeline. Drift into the glacial pace. The glaciers are moving outside, slow rivers of ice carving the valleys. They move inches per year. That is the speed you should be moving at right now. Inches per year. Nothing faster. Slow, heavy, powerful. Grinding away the obstacles, turning mountains into dust simply by the weight of their presence. You have that weight. Let your body be heavy like a glacier.
Let it sink into the bed. Let it crush the mattress with relaxation. The long winter is almost over in our story, but in your sleep, it can last as long as you need. The snow is still falling, soft, silent flakes, covering the world, covering you. You are buried in comfort. You are lost in the white. You are asleep, deeply asleep, like the bear in the cave, like the seed in the ground, waiting for the sun, but content in the dark. Sleep now. Sleep under the snow. Sleep in the ice. Sleep in the peace of the frozen world. Good night, traveler. Winter is here to hold you. Winter is here to keep you safe. Sleep. Sleep.
As the ice began to retreat and the world started to thaw, a new creature emerged from the shadows of the trees. A creature that walked on two legs, a creature with curious eyes and clever hands. This was the dawn of humanity. But in those early days, the night was still a place of fear. When the sun went down, the world belonged to the predators, the lions and the wolves. Humans would huddle together in the cold, shivering in the darkness, waiting for the safety of the dawn. Until one day, something changed. A spark. Perhaps it was lightning striking a dry tree, or perhaps it was a lucky friction of two stones. But suddenly, there was a new light on Earth. Fire. Imagine the first time a human tamed this wild spirit. They fed it dry leaves and twigs, nurturing the tiny flame until it grew into a crackling blaze. This was the moment everything changed. The invention of the campfire was the invention of home. Imagine sitting by that first fire. The night is pitch black all around you, a wall of darkness that stretches to the horizon. But here, in the center of the circle, there is light, a warm orange glow that pushes the shadows back. The fire is alive. It dances and twists, painting flickering shapes on the faces of your family. Listen to the sound of the fire. Snap, crackle, pop. It is a primal sound, a sound that is hardwired into your brain to bring comfort. It is the sound of safety. The fire meant heat. It meant cooked food. It meant protection. The wolves would not come near the flames. The cold could not reach you. For the first time, humans could relax at night. They could sit back, lean against a rock, and stare into the embers. This act of staring into the fire is one of the oldest forms of meditation. Even today, when you stare at a candle or a fireplace, you are repeating a ritual that is 1,000,000 years old. It quiets the mind. The movement of the flames is unpredictable, yet rhythmic, mesmerizing the eyes and stopping the racing thoughts. Imagine the warmth radiating from the hearth. It hits your face first, warming your cheeks and your nose. Then you turn your palms toward it, feeling the heat seep into your fingers. You turn your back and feel the warmth soaking into your spine, relaxing the muscles, melting the tension.
You are safe. You are warm. You are with your tribe. The campfire created the first community. It was here that stories were told. It was here that bonds were formed. People would sit shoulder to shoulder, sharing the warmth, sharing the food, sharing the silence. There is a deep comfort in being with others without needing to speak. Just being there, just breathing. The fire does the talking. It whispers stories of the forest, stories of the sun, stories of the stars. It is a companion. The smoke rises up, a thin gray column reaching for the sky, carrying your prayers and your dreams up to the ancestors. The smell of wood smoke is nostalgic and grounding. It smells of oak and pine, of autumn leaves and dry grass.
It is a scent that triggers a feeling of belonging. You belong here. You belong to the earth. You belong to the fire. As the fire burns down, it turns from yellow flames to glowing red coals. The heat becomes softer, more subtle. This is the best time to sleep. The intense energy of the fire has faded, leaving a steady, enduring warmth. The tribe begins to settle down. Furs are spread out on the ground. Bodies curl up close to the embers. The firekeeper adds a large log, one that will burn slowly through the night, keeping the watch while everyone sleeps. You are lying there, watching the last flickers of light. Your eyelids are heavy. The warmth is like a blanket. The crackling sound has slowed down to a gentle hiss. You feel protected. The circle of light is your fortress. Nothing can harm you here. The monsters of the dark are kept at bay. The worries of the future are kept at bay. There is only now. There is only the warmth. There is only the sleep. This feeling of safety is what we are all searching for. We build houses, we lock doors, we turn on night lights, all to recreate that feeling of the first campfire. But you don't need a physical fire to feel it. You can build a fire in your mind. Visualize a small, safe flame burning in the center of your chest.
It is your inner hearth. It warms you from the inside out. It burns away the stress. It burns away the fear. It casts a golden light on your soul. Keep that fire burning as you drift off. It is your guardian. It is your spark in the dark. The early humans slept deeply because they knew the fire was there. You can sleep deeply because you know you are safe. Your home is your cave. Your bed is your furs. Your heating system is your fire. You have everything you need. The legacy of that first spark lives on in you. It is the spark of survival, the spark of comfort, the spark of home. Let the image of the campfire fade now. The coals are turning to ash. The light is dimming, but the warmth remains. The feeling of safety remains. The darkness presses in, but it is not scary anymore. It is just the night. It is just the time for sleep. The tribe is breathing in unison, a collective sigh of relief. The day is done. The hunt is over. The work is finished. Now is the time for dreams. Dreams that flicker like flames. Dreams that warm the heart. You are part of this ancient circle. You are sitting by the fire of history, warming your hands on the memories of the past. It is a good place to be, a quiet place, a safe place. The last ember glows red in the dark, a tiny eye watching over you. Then it winks out, and there is only sleep, deep, restful, primal sleep, the sleep of the cave, the sleep of the fire, the sleep of the ages. Good night, tribe. Good night, fire. Good night, you. The fire had been tamed, and the long wanderings of the hunter-gatherers began to slow. Humans found something that would change their destiny forever. They found the river, and with the river, they found the seed. This was the dawn of agriculture, the moment we decided to stop running and start growing roots. Imagine standing on the banks of a mighty river, perhaps the Nile or the Indus or the Tigris. The water flows wide and slow, a ribbon of life cutting through the dry land. It is brown with rich silt, the gift of the mountains brought down to the plains. This mud is gold. It is the soil that will feed nations. Imagine the feeling of planting a seed for the first time. You kneel in the soft, damp earth. The sun is warm on your back. You make a small hole with your finger, drop in the tiny grain, and cover it up. It is an act of faith.
You are trusting the earth to do the rest, and it does. A few days later, a green shoot breaks the surface. Life, food, stability. This simple act created civilization. It allowed us to build permanent homes, to build villages, to build walls that meant safety. We no longer had to chase our dinner, we could watch it grow. Imagine a vast field of wheat or barley, golden in the late afternoon sun. The wind blows across it, creating waves that look like a golden ocean. Swish, swish, swish. The sound is hypnotic. It is the sound of abundance. It is the sound of peace. Walking through the field, the stalks brush against your legs. The air smells of dry straw and sweet grain. It is a wholesome smell, a smell of harvest. In these early river civilizations, life moved to the rhythm of the seasons. There was a time to plant and a time to reap, a time to work and a time to rest. The river dictated everything. When the river flooded, it brought water to the fields. When the river receded, it left behind fertile soil. People learned to flow with the water, not fight it. They built canals and dikes, guiding the water gently to where it was needed. It was a partnership with nature. Imagine sitting by the riverbank in the evening. The day's work is done. The sun is setting, painting the water in shades of pink and orange. You can hear the distant sound of cattle lowing, a slow, mournful sound that signals the end of the day. You can hear the laughter of children playing in the village square. You can hear the creak of the water wheel turning slowly in the current. Creak, splash, creak, splash.
A rhythmic, mechanical lullaby. This was a simpler time, a time when success was measured in bushels of grain and the health of the herd. There were no deadlines, no rushing traffic, no digital noise. There was only the cycle of the sun and the moon. The village is quiet at night. The mud brick houses are cool and dark. People sleep on woven mats, smelling the earth beneath them. They sleep deeply because they know their roots are deep. They are not going anywhere. Tomorrow they will wake up in the same place. This feeling of permanence is incredibly grounding. In our modern world, we move around so much. We change jobs, we change cities, we feel unmoored. But tonight, you can borrow the stability of the river people. You can grow your own roots. Imagine roots growing from your body down into the mattress, down into the floor, down into the earth itself, holding you steady, anchoring you to this spot. You are not drifting. You are here. You are home. The river flows on endlessly. It has flowed for thousands of years, and it will flow for thousands more. It is a symbol of time itself, passing but always present, changing but always the same. Listen to the imaginary sound of the river flowing past your house, a steady, murmuring current. It carries away your worries like fallen leaves. Watch them float downstream, bobbing in the water until they disappear around the bend. Gone. The water cleanses. The water renews. The agricultural revolution gave us the gift of routine, and routine is the best friend of sleep. Doing the same thing at the same time every day prepares the body for rest. The farmers rose with the sun and slept with the moon. Their circadian rhythms were perfectly aligned with the planet. You can align yours too. Let the darkness be your signal. Let the quiet be your cue. The harvest is in. The barns are full. There is nothing left to worry about. You have enough. You have done enough. You are enough. The river civilizations built the first temples, the first libraries, the first dreams of greatness. But it all started with a seed and some mud. It started with patience. Growing a crop takes patience. You cannot hurry a plant. You have to wait. Sleep is like a plant. You cannot force it to grow. You have to prepare the soil.
Create the right conditions, and then wait. Wait with patience. Wait with faith. It will come. The shoot of sleep will break the surface and grow into a tall, waving field of dreams. The wind is rustling the wheat again, a soft, hushing sound. Shh, shh. The village is asleep. The dogs have stopped barking. The fires have burned down to embers. The river keeps flowing, watching over its children. The water reflects the stars, a duplicate sky on the surface of the earth. You are floating on that river now, drifting on a raft of reeds. The current is slow and gentle. It carries you effortlessly toward the ocean of sleep. You don't need to paddle. You don't need to steer. The river knows the way. It has taken millions of people there before you. You are part of the stream of humanity, part of the river of life. Let go of the bank. Let go of the shore. Trust the water. Trust the flow. The roots are holding you, but the river is carrying your spirit. It is a perfect balance, stability and flow, earth and water, body and dream. The ancient farmers knew this balance. They worked hard and they slept hard. Tonight, you join them in their rest. You join them in the peace of the fertile valley. The air is cool and damp. The smell of the river is soothing. The sound of the water is a lullaby. Sleep now. Sleep by the river. Sleep in the village of history. Sleep with roots deep in the earth. Good night, farmer. Good night, river. Good night, you.
From the quiet fields of the ancient farmers, we leap forward to the present day. But do not think of the noise of the city or the rush of the highway. Think instead of the view from above. Imagine you are an astronaut floating silently in the International Space Station, looking down at the Earth through the cupola window. The world below is sleeping. It is night over the Americas. The continents are dark silhouettes against the deep blue of the ocean, but they are not empty. They are glowing. A vast web of golden light stretches across the land, connecting city to city, town to town, home to home. From up here, you cannot see the borders, you cannot see the politics, you cannot hear the arguments, you can only see the light. It looks like a constellation fallen to earth, a neural network of humanity pulsing with life. This is the invisible thread that binds us all. We often feel alone in the modern world, isolated in our apartments and our screens, but the truth is we are more connected than ever before. That light you see from space is not just electricity, it is evidence of connection. It is evidence that millions of people are living together, working together, and tonight, sleeping together. Imagine the invisible lines of energy connecting you to every other person on the planet. Like the mycelium network under the forest floor, we are all sharing the same resources, the same air, the same history. When you take a breath, you are breathing air that has traveled around the globe, air that has been breathed by someone in Tokyo, someone in Paris, someone in New York. We are sharing a single atmosphere, a single home. From space, the Earth looks peaceful. It looks fragile, a blue marble hanging in the black void, protected by a thin layer of gas. It makes you realize how small our problems really are. The stress of the workday, the argument with a friend, the worry about money, from 250 miles up, they all disappear. All that remains is the beauty of the planet. The slow rotation of the globe is mesmerizing. It turns at a steady pace, never rushing, never slowing down. It is the ultimate clock. Watch the sunrise from space. A thin blue line appears on the horizon, growing brighter and brighter until the sun bursts forth, illuminating the clouds. But then, watch the sun set.
the shadow of night creeping across the land, bringing rest to half the world at a time. It is a wave of sleep washing over the continents. You are part of that wave. As the shadow crosses your time zone, you are joining millions of others who are turning off their lights and closing their eyes. You are not sleeping alone. You are sleeping in a chorus of humanity, a billion hearts beating in the dark, a billion chests rising and falling. There is a profound comfort in this shared experience. We are all biological creatures governed by the same needs. We all need water. We all need love. We all need sleep. In this need, we are united. The modern world, with its internet and its satellites, has woven a digital nervous system around the planet. But beneath that, there is an older, deeper connection, the connection of empathy, the connection of shared existence. Imagine that invisible thread glowing softly, tying your heart to the heart of the world. It is a thread of gold light, warm and unbreakable. It reminds you that you belong. You are not an outsider. You are a crew member on Spaceship Earth. Your job right now is simply to rest, to recharge your batteries so you can keep the light burning. The view from space is silent. There is no sound in a vacuum. It is a silence deeper than the ocean, deeper than the cave. It is the silence of the cosmos. Let that silence fill your bedroom. Let it expand in your mind, pushing out the noise of the day. You are floating weightless in the zero gravity of sleep. Your body feels light, as if it could drift off the mattress. Your limbs are loose and relaxed. There is no pressure anywhere, just a gentle floating sensation. You are orbiting the land of dreams. Looking down, you see the lights of the cities twinkling like diamonds on velvet. They are beautiful. They represent human creativity, human resilience, human hope. Even in the dark, we shine. Even in the night, we are present. But some lights are turning off now, one by one. Blink, blink, blink. The world is quieting down. The energy grid is powering down. It is time for the Earth to conserve its strength. You too can power down. Turn off the switches in your brain. Turn off the worry switch. Click. Turn off the planning switch. Click. Turn off the analyzing switch. Click. The control panel is dark. The systems are in standby mode. You are drifting on the current of the invisible thread. It pulls you gently toward the center of peace, toward the center of sleep. The modern world is not a monster. It is a miracle. We have created a global village. We have learned to talk to each other across oceans. We have learned to see ourselves from the stars. And what we see is unity. We see one planet, one people, one night. Let that feeling of unity wrap around you like a warm blanket. You are supported by the collective consciousness of the human race. You are supported by the Earth itself. The gravity that holds the moon in orbit is holding you in your bed. It is a loving force, a constant hug from the planet. Feel it pressing you down gently. Feel it saying, "Stay here, rest here, be safe here." The invisible thread is humming a low vibration of peace. Hum. It resonates in your chest. It soothes your soul. You are connected to the past, to the ancestors who sat by the fire. You are connected to the future, to the children who will dream tonight. You are part of the great chain of being. And right now, the only link in that chain you need to worry about is the link of sleep. Keep it strong, keep it polished. Let go of the day.
Let go of the world. The world will be there when you wake, spinning and beautiful and full of light. But for now, let it spin without you. Let it take care of itself. You have earned this rest. You have earned this silence. The invisible thread holds you tight. You will not fall. You will not drift away. You are anchored in love, anchored in life, anchored in sleep. The view from space is fading now. The lights are blurring. The blue marble is turning into a soft blue mist. The silence is deepening. The thread is glowing. Sleep is coming. Sleep is here. We are all sleeping together, under the same stars, under the same moon, on the same beautiful earth. Good night, world. Good night, neighbor. Good night, you.
We have traveled a long way together tonight. We have drifted through the ancient stardust, witnessed the violent beauty of the moon's birth, felt the cooling rain of 1,000 years, and swam in the deep, silent oceans. We have watched the sky turn blue, walked through the green cathedral of ferns, and marched alongside the gentle giants. We have smelled the first flowers, slept under the ice, warmed our hands by the first fire, and planted seeds by the river. We have seen the earth from the stars, glowing with the light of connection. And now the journey brings us back to the most important place of all. Here, now, to this room, to this bed, to you. The entire history of the universe has been a prelude to this very moment. Think about that for a second. Every collision of atoms, every shift of the tectonic plates, every evolution of life was a step on the path that led to you. You are not just an observer of history, you are the result of it. You are the masterpiece that 4 billion years of time has created. The stardust that floated in a vacuum of space is now the skin on your hands. The water that rained down on the volcanic earth is now the blood in your veins. The oxygen that the bacteria made is now the breath in your lungs. You are the story. The universe is not out there somewhere. It is in you. And because you carry the universe inside you, you also carry its peace. You carry the silence of the void. You carry the stillness of the stone. You carry the rhythm of the tides. All of it is yours. Access it now. Feel the ancient peace rising up from your cells. It is a peace that has survived everything. It has survived fire and ice. It has survived storms and silence. It is a resilient peace, an eternal peace, and it is wrapping around you now like a soft, warm cloak. You are safe. You are incredibly safe. The earth has spun for billions of years to create this safe harbor for you. The roof over your head, the walls around you, the blanket covering you. These are the gifts of a planet that provides. You don't have to do anything to earn this safety. It is your birthright. You are a child of the earth, and the earth takes care of its own. As you lie here in the dark, feel the bed supporting you. It is the earth holding you up. Feel the air entering your lungs. It is the sky feeding you. Feel the warmth of your body. It is the fire of life burning gently within. Everything is working perfectly. Your heart is beating without you asking it to. Your breath is flowing without you forcing it. Your body is healing and repairing itself while you rest. You can trust your body. It knows what to do. It has 4 billion years of practice. It knows how to sleep. It knows how to dream. Just let it do its job. Surrender the control. You are the captain of the ship, but the sea is calm and the autopilot is on. You can leave the bridge. You can go down to your cabin and rest. The stars are steering for you. The journey is over for today. The history book is closed. The pages are still.
There is no more past to remember. There is no future to predict. There is only this eternal present, this soft, quiet now. The sensation of the sheets against your skin, the sound of your breath, the feeling of heaviness in your eyelids. These are the only things that matter. You are the stardust returning to rest. After a long journey through time, the dust settles. It finds a place to land. It finds a place to be still. You have found your place. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. There is no other place in the universe you need to be right now. You are missing nothing. You are needing nothing. You are complete. The circle is closed. From stardust to stardust, from silence to silence. The story of life on Earth is a circle, and tonight you are in the most peaceful part of that circle, the part where the energy gathers, the part where the spirit renews. Imagine a soft golden light surrounding you. It is the light of all the life that has ever existed. It is a light of love and protection. It fills the room, pushing away any shadows. It fills your mind, pushing away any doubts. You are loved. You are held. You are precious. The universe does not make mistakes, and it did not make a mistake with you. You are here for a reason, even if that reason right now is simply to sleep.
To sleep is a holy act. It is an act of trust. It is an act of surrender. So surrender. Give up the weight. Give up the struggle. Let yourself sink deeper and deeper into the mattress, deeper and deeper into the history of the world. You are floating on the river of time, but the water is still. It is a lake of glass, a mirror of peace. You are drifting on the surface, looking up at the sky. The stars are twinkling. They are winking at you. They know who you are. They know you are made of them. They are singing you a lullaby of light. Sleep, little star. Sleep, little human. The world will keep turning. The sun will rise again. But not yet. Not for a long time. Now is the time for darkness. Now is the time for dreams. Let the dreams come. Let them be sweet. Let them be gentle. Maybe you will dream of the green forest. Maybe you will dream of the blue ocean. Maybe you will dream of flying among the stars. Wherever you go, you will be safe. You will be protected. The story ends here, in this room, in this moment. But it also continues. It continues in your sleep. It continues in your rest. You are the bridge between the past and the future. And tonight, the bridge is quiet. The traffic has stopped. The lights are dim. The water below is calm. Rest on the bridge. Rest in the center of time. You have done well. You have lived another day. You have added another page to the story. And now it is time to close the book. Close your eyes. Close your mind. Close the door to the world. You are alone with the peace of the universe. It is a good company. It is the best company. Silence, darkness, warmth, safety. These are your friends. These are your guardians. Let them hold you. Let them rock you. Let them take you away. Away to the land of deep sleep. Away to the land of no worries. Away to the source. You are the stardust. You are the story. And the story is sleeping. The story is sleeping. Sleeping. Good night.